We open on the surreal sight of Flysize playing with a doll before laying her down as a grave marker. Going to see Isaac about why he's placing dolls on graves for the past 6 weeks, as the city they took at the end of the last season is being rebuilt. He and Isaac get into a conversation about expanded sense of purpose over blackberries, the compound fruit reflected in Flysize's compound eye. It should be noted that Flysize is the only demon forged by Isaac who retains the ability of speech. And it appears he's capable of much higher thought as well. So he asks why he's eating fruit and burying the dead to prevent sickness and insects, when it is the nature of the night creature to eat meat and people. Isaac points out that the berry did not kill him and asks if he wants another. In a very Fruit of Eden moment, the consumption of the berry stirs vividly within Flysize's body language memories of having eaten berries when he was a living human on Earth. Leaving the other night creatures to continue work, Isaac goes in, debates his sense of purpose and growing agency with a statue of the wizard he killed last season to take said city. He gets a call from Varney, who we discussed at the end of episode 1. Varney wants to bring Dracula back for his own sake because Dracula owes him death. Death, not blood. Godbrand pointed out that wiping out humans means the vampires will starve. But Varney wants death, not blood. And when he bores Isaac and is cut off forever from communicating with his mirror, he goes on a little tantrum and vows to just do it without Isaac. Isaac already made his effort over the course of the previous season, something laid out in advance. We cut to the Styrian army's camp as we see Striga, here named after Strigoi. More on their vast connection to the Dracula mythos by Tales Foundry on YouTube, none of which is particularly relevant here, as she discusses logistical problems with her lover, the fourth sister, who is going to have to go back to the castle eventually and work out supply lines, as she's found out the hard way the logistical challenges of trying to pen in a nation's worth of humans, which is their assignment. However, they both realize, even before they're attacked by those humans through daylight, that it's an unrealistic plan. And now that the pitch woman's no longer there, it's looking impossible and frustrating to them. Striga brings out something cool, daylight armor. I don't see that a lot in vampire stories, and I wonder why. Because it's clearly so functional. Now we get to something that just really stood out to me. The animation budget in any animated series is pushed whenever you do a fight scene. Fights are fast, fights are detailed, they're complex, they're fluid, and they're very hard to capture the way that scenes of philosophical debate are. It was so drastic here, I thought it was an artistic choice. But if we take the amount of character designs in a given frame, weighed against the previous season into account, then no, it just looks like a budgetary concern. That big ball you're looking at, nothing but character models. A city's populace controlled and levitated by the wizard Isaac Slew. And if you look carefully, there are so many more humans underneath the big ball there. After quickly dispatching the rookies and the peasants, Striga comes back and agrees it's going to be this for the rest of her life if she goes ahead with the plan. At which point they get the call from Carmilla to come home and see, they have one of those fragmented magic mirrors. Isaac has one. Varney has one. Dracula had a substantial solid mirror that could be used as a portal. At the end of the second season, the Belmont Hold had such a portal that they kept below at their place in the second season. Which faction does not have access to a magic mirror? Alright, Tragavista. Targavista. Obscure European name for township Vista. As they walk around and get a feel of, quote, the greatest city in the world, Sypha and Trevor, they see what Isaac was talking about, despite not being in the conversation, about the insects and the disease. They see women lying on the street, unclear if they're alive or dead, or in the in their homes, without being able to get out or showing any real signs of life. And they see children struggling to catch rats. At which point Zemfir shows up and asks how they like it. She seemed delusional before. Now she seems quite mad. Trevor was right. The world has gone insane. And as such, it's hard to sell them on coming to the rescue. They need just a little more of this nightmare. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Please tell me how I can improve. Half of why I'm still doing this is clearly practice. Thanks again.